Yo, what is going on, guys? Godrekton here today, bringing you a new video. Now, this will be a commentary of sorts. I will be going over a game that I played today against Cassante. This was a game that I played off stream that I wanted to review with you guys because I think that maybe I could teach you guys a few things. And considering my games haven't been going so well recently, I felt like maybe I could just do some kind of VOD review. Maybe I could just make a video where I play a game off stream, I took over it, and maybe it's more relaxing and easier to watch too as a viewer as well. Because lately, a lot of my solo game commentaries haven't been going so great, admittedly. I feel like right now I'm going for a pretty rough time with League. And I think the only way I get out of that is by playing more. And maybe even doing a lot of off-stream games. And I do want to make some content out of that as well. So I thought, why not try to make a VOD review for a game that I played pretty well. I think it was a really fun game to watch as well. Also a game with a lot of mistakes that I made. Mistakes that you can learn from. And mistakes that I want to elaborate on as well. On why it is a big deal. So yeah, I thought, why not try and make a commentary out of this, because I think there's a lot to teach with it. But yeah, let's talk about the matchup though. So this is my main account. I'm playing a Masters right now. Not really the highest elo, probably around 0 to 60 LP range. I'm kind of stuck out at the moment on this account, but we're going to climb out there. Just need to weather the storm and get out of these little unlucky streaks I'm going on. But I play against Cassante here. Cassante right now, I think, isn't so strong. He's pretty easy to beat. And as Renekton too, I think he's always been pretty good for him. He has been more annoying over the patches, but I think right now he's in a pretty good state to fight him. And he's not really an oppressive matchup or anything like that at all. So let me turn my music down a bit more. Sorry, I'm trying to organize this as we go on. So let's talk about level 1, right? Let's talk about something you can do against Cassante. Cassantes like to do different setups, right? But one of them that they do like to go a lot is the Ghost and Teleport setup. Cassante is very, very weak level 1. And something that you can do to abuse him is take E-Star and cheese him. So right now they have a Hecarim. I think that maybe you could start topside, possibly. I've seen a lot of Hecarim start red buff on red side and try to path down into bot lane. And gank an overextended bot lane like my bot might be. With the Seraphine and Kaiser matchup. So with this knowledge in my head, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to sit here. If Cassante comes up, I'm going to E-all in him. Cassante cannot do anything. I have a lot more damage than he has level 1 with Conqueror, my double dashes, D-Blade. All these into account, I just completely win the level 1. So right now I'm just waiting around, waiting for him to come in. You could argue that I could go in here, but the thing is that maybe Cassante walks in here at some point and notices me. Maybe also the fact that I go in here and maybe I don't get enough out of it. I mean, I could deny him of CS, but I also lose CS in the process, and I don't think it's entirely worth. I'd rather stay here and go for a fight here. Maybe I can't chunk him as much, but at least I can get a good trade on and get my XP for my level 2 kill. As you see here, he walks up, just auto him down, auto E. Keep autoing for Conqueror stacks, auto E again, auto. Just like that, already, I come out way on top of here. I get a lot of damage off onto him. I set up my level 2 kill. The inevitable kill on that. And, it's pretty huge. If he comes up to the wave, I can just completely punish him too. Yeah, it's a pretty good thing you can do. You can also take PTA with the setup too. You don't need Conqueror, but this game I went Conqueror because I didn't know what style I wanted to do. But eventually I would go into full AD, which you will see in this video. Unfortunately, I actually mess up big here. So I was going for the level 2 time up here. So firstly, I built Fury. I wanted him to walk closer to me because usually I want my opponent to walk into my E range and then I double dash onto them. So I thought, if I can hit this and then off this minion, I was going to get level 2, right? But unfortunately, it didn't die fast enough. So I dash all the way here and all the minions die too late. And at this point, he gets his level 2 before me, and he just ends up dashing out. I need to sidestep it and not go into the tower. But even that, right, it was pretty much a free kill there, but I messed it up because my minion timing, which is, something I need to look into. Again, I want to clarify, lately I've not been playing good in my games, and for me, maybe for some peace of mind, maybe I could just go over those mistakes just for to understand myself where I could do better. And also the fact that I can teach you guys too, like, what you're missing out on. But here was like a free level 2 kill with Ignite as well, but I did just horribly mess that up. Because if you look at his health pool, I dashed into him, empowered E, shred some armor. Unfortunately, I take way too long and he gets to level up before me. But yeah, if I played it a bit better, denied him a bit more of XP, I could have got the kill there. Yeah, let's speed it up here. So it's no problem. He has W on cooldown. His W is quite a long cooldown, 24 seconds. So I can look for the, next time I ease up, which is 16 seconds. Go for a little play here. Auto E. Getting a bit lower. And just like that, it's pretty good. My wave is setting up pretty good here. All I need to do is get the wave under the tower, and I can go for like a dive here too. So I know in my head that his W is up right now, by the way. Again, I knew, like, on the last trade that I went for, that his W would be on cooldown. But now that I know it, I need to surprise him. If I walk up and try to get a fight on him, I could potentially get ganked by, I don't know, Hecker him, potentially. You don't know how junglers play these days. So, I had to act quick here. I can't really stay in the lane too long, so I'm just going to go for a play now. Go for the flash play. Auto Q off the W. And just like that, we end up picking up a kill. And if we look at, like, the map state too, Hecarim ended up being topside, right? So if I didn't flash for that and I wanted to try and greed him to use W in the tower and give him free Q stacks, I would actually end up probably wasting time there for Hecarim to gank me off his jungle timers. So it was really important here, crashing in the third wave and getting a kill on the tower, because this gets out the TP. I can safely go recall now. And just like that, it was a really clean kill there, and ended up helping me in the laning phase quite a bit there. Yeah, a mistake that I make sometimes, and even other people, is that they wait too long to get the kill, or the kill before the wave pushes into the tower. If I was to, like, force my fight here instead, when the wave's not fully crashed and his incoming wave meets here, that means I have to spend all this time trying to push in while I have long cooldowns, and he'll just end up TPing and freezing on me. So the wave state is super important here, like, when you want to get a kill. So always keep that in mind, that if someone's low, try to crash the wave, then go for, like, a flash play. Or if they have no ability, like a Cassante W, try to go for your all-in. Because the thing is, if I go for my fight under tower, he has the, damage reduction from his W. And, that's a big problem, right? 43% reduced damage and a stun. Don't really want to be messing with that. In terms of builds this game, like I mentioned already, I go full AD. I have said that I'm not a big fan of full AD with Conqueror, but to be honest, it's not really a big deal. The AD still helps out a lot from Conqueror, the healing too. The only difference is that when I want to burst some champions, like ADCs and stuff like that, mine's a little bit more annoying when I don't have that burst damage to help me out. But it's not a really big deal. I like taking a room more for my matchup, so Cassante this game, I do prefer Conqueror and spamming Q in lane. Trying to just beat him off my pure stats alone. So here I drag the wave back in. Here's an example though of, like, trying to combo against Cassante. You see here as well. This is, like, the best outcome I could do. Sometimes I like to do these, like, crazy trades, which, like, I don't really recommend. But here, I try and go in, build Fear of EQ, W right after. After W right away, or he just, like, stuns me in this timer. And I E out. Yeah, now that we have that out of the way, I have my cooldowns up before Cassante, and I can go for a fight. Might ease next back up. I'm just looking out for it right now. Need to be careful with his Q. I get hit there, but it's completely fine. Try to just chase him down. I couldn't get the W off here, unfortunately, without him getting his W back up. Yeah, at this point I get him out of lane, he's chunked a bit more, and I can prepare for, another fight if my jungler comes. I do ping for Nunu to come top, but he doesn't end up actually coming top here. At this stage, I thought Cassante was just going to recall, otherwise I could just dive him. He stays, however, so I know I can get a kill here if I play it properly. I have my wards down, so I'm preventable for a gank. I should know that Hecarim's probably going to be bot side after being top a minute and a half ago. It's a little bit hard to dive. I need to will his health down with Qs here, so I'm just going to also attack the wave. Try and, like, just make it a bit annoying for him too. Keep him occupied with the wave. Q him there, but I take an extra tower shot. Wasn't really great. I think at this stage, I'm thinking of recalling, but instead I'm just going to, like, fake her back. So I've got to completely disappear from the wave. Because I have Ignite, a lot of people think that when someone takes Ignite too, that it's going to be completely gone from the lane. If I look in his POV, I'm gone now, right? He had a ward here, I didn't roam down. Like, to him, it looks like I've recalled, right? And trust me, a lot of Masters players, like, you name it, like, anyone in, like, certain elos that isn't, like, high elo, they'll just presume you've recalled hiding in this bush. Some people do get the ward down, but because he had no ward in the first place, except control ward, he ends up walking up, which was completely oblivious to him. Well, I'm just waiting here. So in this moment, if my laner hasn't checked this bush, I'm just going to wait to see what he does first. So if he has got that mindset where he thinks I've backed, I'm going to make him waste all his cooldowns. So here I'm just watching him. He Qs, okay, walks in. Qs on cooldown, get the W. Walking towards his tower. End up being back in. Q first for the Fury. And just like that we get the kill. It's a bit hard to get a full kill there, but again, I kind of just play off my cooldowns and game low. Even if I don't kill him here, it's completely fine, by the way. Yeah, I E, auto. I start walking out. This guy just has no respect for me. I E back in. Q for Fury. Auto, then W. And auto again. Really clean kill overall. Yeah, the dude just like... I'm not sure what he was thinking though. He just did not expect me to recall this. Like, he didn't expect me to stay in the lane. Not sure why. At this stage, I'm going to try to push in the wave, get a good reset. I believe I greed here. I'm pretty greedy as a player recently. I tried to greed for the playing a lot more because it's really important. Yeah, I get one with Demolish. I auto W as well. Well, I got my minions here to hit the tower. Pretty light recall timer though. This can really hurt you in a lot of games. But being that I'm level 6 too, I do actually try to plan to stay in the lane. Because believe it or not, right? Renekton level 6 is completely stronger than Cassante. And you're about to find out why. I'll let it play out first. As you can see here, he stood no chance, and this dude is completely tilted. This dude is having a mental breakdown. Let me break down that fight though. Why did we win that? We have half health as Renekton. He's coming back with a stronger item advantage. But why do I win that still? The reason I win this is because, firstly, I have a lot of Fury. I have my Ignite. I have my ultimate too. Renekton ult is completely underrated, and after the buffs too, over the years with, well, even of last year with the ult damage, and now the health this season, we just completely stat check him to like death, or like anyone as a matter of fact. Yeah, he walks here, like, predictably. A Q first, he ults. If Cassandra ults like this, he's so weak. Look how much armor he just lost to. So I keep resetting fully. Just try to show you guys as an example. So he had 90 armor, right? Now he ults and loses all that and gets converted into AD. But this is like the problem, right? Usually you wait for Cassandra to ult and then you blow off your combo because he loses all his stats. He's really squishy. Sorry. I have to use the replay tool in League for this video because my VOD was capturing other sounds. And I wanted like sounds in the gameplay. So next one won't have sounds if you're wondering. Yeah, here, just auto him down, building Fury, Ignite. Just kill him like that, really easy. Just making it look easy right now, you know? Then go speed up the recall. I rush Eclipse here, I do sell my D-Blade. I think I could have greeded for one more wave, but I wasn't sure where Hecarim was. And Hecarim was already fed, by the way. Like, their whole team was pretty strong up to this point. It was basically me that had the lead. So if I ended up giving my bounty to someone like Hecarim, the game would be completely in a mess, so I need to be careful about giving my bounties to jungle, and I can't really afford to greed. So instead, I sell my D-Blade here out of safety, and I just go into the Eclipse. I don't like doing this mainly. I would try and get the other wave if I wanted to, but in this scenario, I just recalled here to get it because the power spike is so big when I get Eclipse. 70 AD, the passive, it's just unmatched. So right now with the wave states, we see that Hecarim is coming towards the Rift. So I'm planning to like just try and shove in a little bit here, just in case I need to come down. I do have the wave bouncing back on my side, and I think even with this in mind too, seeing that Nunu's now going for his jungle camp, I want the wave to crash towards my side so I can freeze, and this also prevents any ganks from Hecarim, or even support roaming up like Bard. So right now I'm just going to try to chill. Just going to let the wave push back. I don't need to do anything. Drop a ward there. I ping for Nunu to come because right now I know that like in this play I can get Cassandra to push further. It goes a bit differently than I expected here, but still, nevertheless, the whole idea of it was fine. EW right away to stun. Yeah, this Nunu just went in. I did not expect this to fully work. But because I have the Eclipse too, we just end up killing the Cassandra there too. Yeah, Nunu had a really good gank there. I was pretty surprised too that it worked that way, but, you know, sometimes when you least expect it, things work. Now, if you remember, Hecarim ran topside, right? So he has to defend the tower. Hecarim is, like, one of the biggest victims to dying to Renekton at this, like, stage. So I have ult, I have Eclipse, I am super strong. And this is where I'm going to try and go for a play here. Also Q for Eclipse. Build some Fury too. So Hecarim's really squishy here. All I need to do is auto WR, which I'm about to do. And super clean combo. Looks like Cassandra is very tilted too. Big it on top of the Hecarim. This is the thing, right? If you're forcing your lead this hard into top lane, where the enemy has to try and answer you, they really can't do anything, you know? Like, I'm 2 levels ahead of a jungler. Or even 1 level ahead, actually, in this instance. Like, I have my item. I have my Fury. Like, they just can't really do anything. But in a lot of games, you're usually 2 levels above jungle if you're fed. So you can end up going for plays like this, and it's just, like, humongous for the game. Me killing him there, like, dropped so much, like, tempo for Hecarim. He couldn't get minion wave, XP. He couldn't just farm camps regularly. He had to go there and defend. It ended up backfiring on him. Yeah, here he's going to run up. So, I go boost the swiftness here. My idea is that I don't want to be kited. I've also been playing a lot of Ghost lately as well, Renekton, because I think the idea of being kited has been really meh this season. So my way to kind of answer that and combat against it is by building Boots of Swiftness. So it's like what I try to do here now. Next item, I wanted to try Profane too, because I've seen some people do it, like in pro play, or even just like Renekton players too. I've done it a couple times when I'm fed, but I haven't tried it enough just for like the stats. The idea of Profane second is mainly just for the stats of the haste, the AD, even the active too, like when Swan's lower, it's pretty good for mid game. There's like a lot of burst damage onto squishes. And with that in mind, it's pretty good. Bulk is also pretty good, but the difference is that you get like a lot of cooldown reduction too, which Renekton likes for a mid-game skirmish, which is like what I'm thinking about this game. I need to be careful here. I should have warded, by the way. I mean, I knew that Hecarim's camps were on cooldown topside, but I just, I did take a bit of a risk there. So as you see here, I'm just doing fast combos all over Cassandra. I'm trying to just be annoying. I definitely should ward though. Just gonna go for these trades now as well, where I just completely use W off cooldown and stuff. Ward the tri-bush here now. I see Hecarim's bot side now, so I can go for a dive play here. Again, all I need to factor in is that if Cassandra has W, I need to respect it. So if I can get out first here, it's really big. So firstly, I'll try and walk into him. He insta-uses it. Now this is my window, right? All I need to do is like wait for third Q and then go in. He has no third Q. I might hesitate here. Turns out I don't. Actually, just go for it. I had to be careful though. At this stage, I didn't know where Kassadin was. I definitely could fight Kassadin, but I didn't know where Bard was either. I wasn't really following the bot lane fight, and knowing how top lane is this season, I thought maybe they'd all run to me. So I tried to walk back a bit. I get caught a little bit for the tower here. I don't really squeeze out enough damage, and Hecarim ends up killing me, and I give 1,000 gold shutdown to Hecarim. Now, was that worth it? No. And let me tell you what I could have done differently there. So after I killed him, right, in my head, I was like, you know what, maybe I could go for tower here and try to roam for the next dragon and stuff. I mean, when is dragon timers actually? Let me see. I can't really see it here at the moment. So it's actually 10 seconds, right? So I thought, Hecarim's probably going to be bot. They're all going to be focusing bot lane. I don't know if I can make it there. So maybe instead, I just opt into taking tower here so we get more gold locally. And for myself as well. But yeah, I overgreeded and my team was already postured bot lane. So in this mind, I thought like Hecarim would just go there. But he actually came top lane. Lost too much health too. And the fear as well is pretty good. At this stage, I wasn't supposed to win it though. It was like, I had no ult, I was half health. Is what it is, right? But on top of that, bounty as well. I think my team's also struggles to get dragon. No one even helps him. Yeah, I think I was pretty frustrated here because Hecarim could go top while my team was just, you know, not getting dragon. But it's, you know, it's all good, right? It's all good. I made a big mistake regardless. I thought someone would come to me, and it turns out I was pretty correct there. Okay, what's going on my replay right now? Chill out replay. So this stage, I saw Cassante bot, and he just completely died instantly. I'm not sure why he ran bot lane. I think he was off the TP. He TP bot for like, to be that dragon, and I guess he just moved there, but he ended up dying. But yeah, dude was having a really bad game. But at this stage, I have my components for profane. Just got a wave clear. I have nowhere else to really go at the moment, so all I'm going to do is just try and create pressure topside. Try and not die. Try and ward around. Just investigate. Be over the wall here to see if Hecarim's around. Take plant for Fury. I'm looking at mid lane for a player right now, but Cassadin completely disappears. Now that I see Hecarim's there doing his camps, I want to do red buff here. If I could take the red buff away, that's like, you know, a quarter like of his XP, right? So it could deny a level up opportunity. It can just take away a slow, extra healing for a fight. Like, this is like a mini objective to do, right, as a top laner. So this is like something I do here. Get the red buff now. Pretty big. Gonna go back to top lane. Just gonna force on the Cassante here for something little. Didn't get a lot out of it. Almost could have died, actually, from that alone. Nunu buying off a bit more than he can chew. At this stage, we need to just leave. But they're like insisting on fighting this heavy. I have a lot of damage though. A lot goes on this fight. My job is to focus Hecarim. Hecarim is like easiest target to kill. Pick up him there. Next we go on the Cassadin. Cassadin's second highest priority target. And we killed the Cassadin. Try and follow up here, but there's nothing else to do. And just like that, really clean fight my team played there. They all assisted me in that moment. But in these like high pressure situations too, guys, you need to drill in your head like what your role is. Like, what are you trying to do here, by the way? So I know Cassadin is pretty fed, Hecarim too. In the event of a fight, right, I need to focus Hecarim first because he's squishier. He has a fear. He can, you know, do a lot more damage than Cassadin can at this point in the game. So my objective was always to focus him. So I ult for Fury, waiting for him to jump. Gonna proc the W. Kill him there. Next Cassadin. Just like that, we kill him. 2 big shutdown opportunities we just received. Well, let's just say like rewards, you know, like we just got that from playing the fight well, and my team also coming as well. Yeah, it's just important to like know what your role is in a fight. Like, try and one-shot the people that are gonna matter, right? Something consistent you're gonna see in this game is me focusing Hecarim because of what he can provide for fights. If I can just stun him from being able to fear everyone, it's like completely big for me. And then my team can actually play the game. At this stage, I just want to kind of roam the map a little bit. I'm still quite a bit away from timers, but I do want to just like try and like get some fight going. I look for mid right now. Now this is where I cringe. For two reasons, right? I'll be honest, I have no idea what I was thinking though. I played 7 games, I think, and this is my last game. So whatever I did here was just completely subhuman. I just want to get that addressed right now, you know? Just to get that addressed. Yeah, another thing too that made this bad was like all I had to do there was half health bard and walk away, and then like try to reset into like an area. But I just greeded for the kill because I thought I could like try to do more damage and follow up. But you know, I completely autopiloted the fight, and that's what ended up inting me a kill. Also, you might have noticed something if you're a little bit observant, right? You might have noticed that I have rank 1 ultimate at level 11. But yeah, it was just awkward how it was all played. Also, I see a fight going on bot lane, and my instincts to literally get here instantly. We're all low now from this rotation. I'll walk up. And pick up the kill there. So it's very important as well to keep like your eyes on the map at all times too, because like in this moment, like I don't care about top lane tower. This is like whatever to me. Like what is me gonna lose this like going to provide for that team, right? Like nothing really. Yes, they get a bit more map pressure, but Cassante can't push fast, and him being there is good for us. So instead, I'm gonna see this fight here. I'm gonna try and walk up with my ult off cooldown and just see what I can do here. So again, I'm trying to use my lead. I'm trying to just, you know, be observant, much as I can. Just gonna profane Q here and go for the kill. Yeah, next pretty good kill. We got Dragon coming up. It was also the time for Dragon as well. So at this stage as well, I'm just looking for a Dragon play. I see Kassanin coming down. I'm not sure what he was even thinking though, I'll be honest with you. Kassanin fouls massively down the plant. I think he was just going for the Kaiser because he was like kind of strong and wanted to go for her. But yeah, he completely forgot about the crocodile on the river, as some people do in life, you know. Hence why crocodile attacks happen. But yeah, this is like really big for us now. Like me just being here for this like whole point is really important. And that's basically fundamentals, right? Let me lower this a little bit too as I'm talking. I have to be quiet because it's 1 AM. But yeah, like the way like you play top lane at these points in the game is every like minute before Dragon, you want to be setting up like a situation to just do something for your team. You want to assist in any fights, you want to try and make a pick, you want to try and get recalls, like run to Dragon. It's all about setting that play up, right? Like the bigger advantage you have, the easier it is to take an objective. So if I'm able to get a kill, I'm able to be there to support my team, gain like a good reset. It all matters so much. It's like something you need to look out for. Now this I can't explain. It was just me misplaying. Like I just didn't think it was Cassante at first because the skin, and I don't really see Cassante a lot. So yeah, we had a pretty rough death there. I was just completely inting and thinking to myself like, what am I doing? Like I'm just playing like a mutant. But if you guys have seen my streams lately, you can tell that I'm pretty tilted in my games. So it is a product of that as well, just like carrying this int behavior. But yeah, I did not need to do this. In my head, I just thought Caston was alone, and then I just wasted my E like that, and I didn't think it was Cassante. Yeah, I don't think I need to explain any other reason why it was bad. I think you guys know. Just looking around right now. Trying to remember the game too. I played this game like so many hours ago in the day. Trying to remember every little detail that happened. At this stage, I need to like get my stuff together. So I'm going the Blair Rune King third here. This is just to like round off my damage and go for that one-shot fantasy of killing the Hecarim and Cassante easier. I mean even Xayah too, but I don't think Xayah was really a threat for me this game, as they were. Also, Blair Rune King also helps with the Cassante as well, like in melting his health and stuff like that. So overall, it's just like a really solid item to have to round off the build. I took Red Trinket too, just so I could make more plays happen, deny vision, and play a Fog of War as well. Something really important as well to note. So here, I believe I have the components to bulk now. I'll just press it correctly. Yeah, I do. So I push in wave, give Cassante time to do something while my team's also pushing mid. I get my Blair Rune King, and I reset towards top lane now. So I'm just going to run top here. My team's also planning a fight, but it's very worrying because at this stage, after seeing Kassadin there, he's just going to cross over to here. I probably should have pinged more. Because at this stage, like, Kassadin's just coming. I know this, so I'm trying to run there to, like, make sure I'm there for the fight. And as I, you know, anticipated, he would roam over to my overextended team. This is where, like, I try and move instantly on the map as well. Yeah, sadly here, I was a little bit too late. I still managed to salvage another kill, but they do kill my entire team here. I was looking for a play here, but I was a little bit scared of the VOD stun into potentially dying with no ult. And I didn't really want to make a misplay. Yeah, the best thing to do is just try and get minion waves here, just push in. And here comes another really silly death. Like, guys, I'm not at my peak right now, so I just want to make that aware. I thought Bard would be an easy kill here, but I also missed my E because he's just apparently really skinny. And, yeah. I also didn't expect this item. I've learned to hate this item here. Because as soon as he takes damage, he slows me. And then I'm just finished. I'm finito. I'm dead. Yeah, this is just stupid. I thought I could go for the kill on the support, but supports are just too tanky this season. So again, it was like a really bad play. I thought I had the timer to do that, but yeah, it was also just really pathetic of me. Yeah, I'm just sharing these deaths and stuff and talking about them because I think it's important to know as well, like, you know, obviously what's really bad. All these deaths are mounted into thousands of gold, like, worth of shutdowns as well for the enemy team. So it's, like, really ridiculous. And why you can never throw on Renekton. I was pretty lucky to have the lead that I already did this game. Otherwise, if I didn't, the game would be even more in a horrible state. So I'm, you know, something to consider. At this point, I'm here, try and stun Hecarim down right away with W. Pick up the kill there. All I need to do is just stun Hecarim this game. And try and one-shot Kassadin too, if possible. Here I tried to eat over the wall, but Kaiser hit the Raptors. Building as much fury as I can. Trying to find any opportunity. I know Kassadin's around here, but I didn't expect him to be this close. Yeah, really rough combo there. I didn't really play that so well. You know, I don't play perfect. I've got a lot to come, but this is like a very late game I played. Like, 7th game in today. Wasting all the fury there was really bad too. Firstly, I just tried to stun Cassante because I was closer. They wanted to, like, CC my team. Pick up Cassante now. Pretty good, and now we can... I would want to say go Baron, but we have no damage whatsoever, and Hecarim's alive. At this point, I'm better off just pushing for mid-wave into Dragon. Like, Renekton does horrible damage into the Baron, so there's no point even trying to go for that play. So Hecarim shows up, we get his ult. Really good stuff. I'm trying to zone him. I know he's going to walk back because they're already 2 dragons ahead. If they can get another dragon too, it's really big for them. This whole time, I'm waiting for my... I'm building up Fury and waiting, like, for my cooldowns. And I know if he's going to come here, right? We have no vision here. So I'm expecting him just to run through here any moment. So I'm just, like, holding on to him and build his. And then here we go for it. Nunu got a good Q smite too. Couldn't target the Hecarim right away, but ended up being okay. Get the recall. Next I'm going for Shirelda. I wanted to just go full lethality here, so this is like what my mindset was. Wanted Shirelda for instant pen, slow, just to round off the build. This stage my team's just getting variable fights. They're doing Baron too. I was pretty light for the fight. I also waited in base a bit longer for my item, which was a little bit into me as well. So I show up here. I know Hecarim is coming up soon, but we ended up like, getting this fine. So at this point, you need to ask yourself as well as a top laner, like, how do we end the game? We have Baron, which is like the main objective. Getting Baron just means we can like go for the win now. We obviously have to try and end before Cassidy gets any stronger, as well as their team. Look at their team through so much gold. I can end up just, you know, sitting in side lane now, trying to split push. And, you know, trying to just, like, take down all the towers as much as I can. Yeah, I'm just waiting for my team to just appear on the map right now. So I have Kaiser and Seraphine with Baron, I have Vex too. I need to sync up with them. I definitely overpushed here a little bit. Just completely one-shot the Hecarim there. He's very tilted, you can tell. So at this point, my team should have kept pushing mid lane here. But my Seraphine decided to waddle up to top lane into 3 of them. Like, I was never going to survive here at this point. But yeah, this ended up just kind of stalling the game out a bit longer. Me getting caught here was really pointless. Like, I don't know why I decided to push up. I think I just... I don't know. I just completely ignored the map. At this point, everyone's here and I'm just going to eventually just die. Try and do what I can. End up getting stunned into death. Seraphine is a little clueless here. Doesn't need to be here. We should have pushed mid with Kaiser. But yeah, is what it is. Again, it's just all autopilot. I autopiloted a lot here. But I have to recognize these things and tell you guys about these things because look what it's doing. Me being dead on the map just completely kills time here to end the game. And my team now can't really end or get a better push. We get 1 tower out of it, maybe even 2. I don't think it's 2, I think it's just the 1 tower here. Well, turns out they got a lot from it. They did use a lot of things for me top lane as well, so it was also pretty good. Hopefully they get out here, I don't really remember. So I think that was my final death of the game, that one, because at this point I'm just like telling myself like, bro, what are you doing? You gotta lock in. Stop fucking around. That's what I do sometimes. I try to like motivate myself in these like death moments because it's like I need to get my head in the game. Otherwise I'm gonna throw the game. And I didn't want to lose. After the horrific day I had of solo queue, I wanted to try to win, believe it or not. Yeah, we have Shroelder now. We are very, very strong. At this point, I'm just looking for a favorable fight. Just looking to try and stun Hecarim, cast it in. Build as much fury as I can. Here I'm just waiting in the bush. I'm going to try and get the Hecarim. Cassandra shows first, then I get CC'd. Sure I eat that way. So at this point, I'm just trying to live. Trying to use my Q heal and Eclipse. My team ends up winning the fight, bot side. Because I'm keeping 2 of them on me. Even 3 because Hecarim used to build his on me as well. But yeah, that was like a really big fight for us. That was a really big fight for us. So all I had to do there was just try and make 2 of their CC champions like completely like focused on me. Because I won in the fight, Bard couldn't really do much to help his team. Neither could Cassandra. Like CC anyone of note. I'm also just fed at this point too that they need to be on me, otherwise I'm just going to kill their entire team. We don't really have a minion wave here, so it's really awkward. I pinged us away here to get out because all the enemy team was spawning, and because they're spawning off death timers, they're all going to run with home guards and try to kill us. So I tried to just like micro our team back a little bit with pings. Gonna wait here for the Bard pick. We got first, I'm like, can we make this work? Maybe we can. Bit more, like we can't really get much there. Ulting first to keep Fury before my Fury drops off. Didn't really want to take that risk. Interesting Bard portal. I think at this stage we just want to get the dragon. So we go over to here. I'm going to speed up a little bit too, because we're coming towards the end of the game now. So I don't know why the enemy team was fighting this, but luckily we stalled out so long with my early lead as well that Kaiser was able to come back into the game, and my whole team as well started playing better as well after the initial early game being pretty unfortunate, let's say. Yeah, I think here we just end the game now as well. Yeah. To make sure we end, I'm just gonna try and like look for Hakurim. Move you over here. Excuse me for the odd. Also, do we have to talk about this? Look what he just did to me. He completely violated me here. So we're trying to end, and then Cassante is like, nope. Just completely pulls me into the base, and I couldn't move the whole time. That was so crazy. Yeah, that's essentially the game. That is the game against Cassante. Was far from my cleanest game. Was pretty decent showcase of, you know, good mechanical skill. Pretty fun, like, moments as well. But there was a lot of mistakes that I made, but, you know, I probably would say it's more towards just being tired and playing a lot of games in the day. But all this into account as well, I just want to share with you guys that I'm not perfect as a Masters player, like, and even millions of points on Renekton. It's more or less just to say that, you know, these games happen sometimes. Even in your, like, most fed games, there's always something you can work on. The amount of people that tell me, like, oh, I played a game, I'm 17-2 and I still lost. I don't know why I lost, it's my teammates. I couldn't carry this, like... But when you really go through the replay, there is always something you can find. Like, even the little things. Me missing out my level 2 kill, that was, like, one thing, right? That's just one thing in the whole game. Me dying in certain points, that was bad. Like, building Fury, like, my map timing, like, waiting in certain moments. Misskilling my R, you know, for my E. It all makes a big difference. And if you can just nullify these little mistakes that you make, you can really become a better player. That's kind of the point of this VOD too. It's to show that you can still play well, but there's still a lot of things you need to work on. And right now, that's exactly what I need to do, as I'm in a pretty big slump right now in my gameplay, and that's what I'm trying to aim for as well with some of these VOD reviews as well. With all that said though, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you like this type of content where I could just, you know, commentate over the game and just give you guys my thoughts, even if I'm a little bit tired, and just like my retrospective thinking into how I could apply better, you know, let me know, because I like making this content. It's pretty easy for me when I'm having like a bit bad games of League. And because I'm having like a bad time as well, I haven't been able to make any videos because even if I tried to go on a Smurf account and record, all my games end in 15 minutes because people just leave the game or troll. Like the enemy teammates just perma-troll, or like my team just gives up. And it just creates like a really negative experience. And I just also think there's no point uploading 15-minute videos of getting a stomp or someone rage quitting, which is happening so much on my second account. So yeah. But hopefully this game was good enough for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I will try to get more content out there when things start going a little bit better. I do have a fun video in the making though that I am working on. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. But yeah, with all that being said, thank you all for watching today, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, and have a good one.